This video is for my critical thinking classes. We are now in week 6 of the course. Let me share the screen. We'll jump into our assignment that we have due tomorrow. I wanted to make sure that I talked a little bit about the expectations for this assignment, plus not just this assignment really, but just some kind of basic writing things moving forward as we close out the course. So let me share the screen real quick and we will get started. Maybe, there we go. Okay, so I want to look first at just kind of what's going on in week 6. We didn't have a discussion this week. We're learning about arguments, specifically how to evaluate arguments for clarity, credibility, relevance, completeness, soundness, as well as looking at the Toulmin model. Hopefully you watched the video for the Toulmin model. Toulmin arguments are interesting things that I think we use a lot in real life without really thinking about them. We make claims and we back them up with some evidence, but we don't always connect the evidence to the claim. That unspoken or assumed warrant of the Toulmin model is kind of an interesting thing to be thinking about. Okay, so your chapter 6 smart book was due on Saturday? When was it supposed to be due? Anyway, it was due over the weekend. If you didn't get it done, let me know and send me an email and I will add the extension, 72-hour extension window to it. But I really want to today in this video talk about the controversial argument assignment. So here is what the assignment prompt looks like. It is due Tuesday night. It says choose a contemporary controversial issue and research that issue from multiple perspectives and opposing viewpoints. You're going to be writing a 2 to 3 page essay between 500 and 750 words that properly integrates research in APA format. And I cannot stress this part enough. This is very much a research-based project, and you need to properly integrate your research using APA format. That means having your paper laid out in the APA style with a proper APA cover page, along with a header. More importantly, that means using proper APA in-text citations throughout the report. In-text citations whenever you are directly quoting from a source, and also in-text citations whenever you are taking ideas that you learned about or read someplace in a source, and then talking about those ideas or paraphrasing those ideas, kind of putting them in your own words or discussing them. The general rule, I mean, it's not really a rule, but you're better off if you're not sure if you need to cite something, cite it. It's much better to have citations you don't need than to be missing citations. I want to stress this point because it's one of the things that this class is kind of teaching is how to do a little bit of research, even if it's just kind of casual Googling research, but to do a little research and integrate that research into your response so that our answers, our writing, our opinions on things are no longer just, I feel a certain way, but instead are, I feel a certain way because I've looked at this research, this article, this study, etc. I also want to stress this because in more advanced writing classes, or really any class where you are going to be doing more advanced writing, if you pursue a higher degree, anything like that, it becomes really, really important that you are sharp with your citations. To not have them becomes academic plagiarism, and academic plagiarism can be really have severe consequences at times. Sort of a weird thing. So we really need to learn how to get in the habit of using APA format, cover page, in-text citations, and reference page. I have posted this comment on a lot of your paperwork. Check out the OWL Purdue APA website. The OWL Purdue APA website is the online writing lab, OWL, Purdue University website. It is really the best source for APA format. If you play around on there and just kind of read through some stuff, you'll get the hang of it. It's not the sort of thing, APA format is not really the sort of thing that you have to memorize so much as have the rules available and use the rules as a reference. Okay, so let's talk about this actual assignment. It says to choose a contemporary controversial issue and research that issue from multiple perspectives and opposing viewpoints. That means you're going to want to bring together 2 or 3 different viewpoints on your issue. Write a 2 to 3 page essay that properly integrates research in APA format. It should discuss the overall issue, then go into depth and detail about at least 2 sides or perspectives on the issue. And then finally, having researched multiple sides of the issue, you need to choose a stance and conclude the essay by explaining why you've come to support that stance. Okay, I want to talk about this last part first. Even though it is saying it means for your opinion at the end, your stance, keep it third person point of view. A lot of you are still slipping into first person, I, me, my, we, us statements, or even second person, you, your statements. Those really don't have much of a place in academic writing at all. So keep it all third person. If you're not sure how to fix something, like how do you turn, I believe, education should receive more government funding. How do you turn that into a third person statement? Just get rid of the I believe. Education should receive more government funding. There's your argument. So that's kind of how you get rid of those I believes. Most of the time when you have an I, me, my statement, not only is it kind of that first person voice taking away from the objective research-based voice that you want, it's also just kind of unnecessary. It's kind of adding extra words to the statement, and that kind of weakens statements. We want our argumentative statements to be short and kind of punchy. Okay, other pitfalls here to avoid. Make sure your topic is controversial, ongoing controversy, whatever it is. Controversial doesn't necessarily mean like people are rioting in the streets about it or anything. It could just simply mean that there are arguments, conversations, discussions being had where multiple viewpoints are present. Second, make sure, cannot stress this enough, that you are researching multiple perspectives, at least 2 sides, right? Represent those sides fairly. You may right away, like let's say your topic is abortion and you know you're pro-choice or pro-life or whatever side you're on, right? That doesn't mean write 500 words with awesome research about how come your side is great and then 100 words about the other side. Balance it. Do the research to learn both sides or multiple sides of the issue. Okay, that's it. It is due tomorrow night. I know some of you have gotten it turned in. A lot of you haven't yet. That's fine. Hopefully these tips help you out. If you have questions or need help with your assignments, please let me know. Again, there was no discussion this week. If you missed out on the Smart Book, let me know and I'll open up the extension. I'll try to go through and add it to anyone that needs it anyway. But if I miss you, let me know. Again, the controversial argument assignment is due tomorrow night, Tuesday, June 8th, by 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. If you have questions or need help, please let me know.